Welcome back to my channel, and today I will show you how to make a fabulous Haitian style pork chop. We have our pork chop here. It is nice and clean. I washed it off with some lime juice and sour orange, okay, and then I rinse it off with cold water. Now to our pork chop, I'm going to add some of my Epis. So we're going to add just a little bit of Epis on here like that. A little bit more. That should be good. I will squeeze some fresh lime juice on our pork chop. I don't have any more sour orange. If I did, I would add some sour orange. And now we're going to use some complete seasoning, and you can go ahead, as I always say, season yours however you like. This is how I will season mine. I will also add some of this Sazon package, and this one has no MSG. So this is a half of a package that I've used already. So we're going to just use half because we only have 2 pieces of meat. And if you notice, I'm just doing one side. I'm going to go ahead and rub all the seasoning in. I'm going to use some garlic powder. And also just a little bit of adobo. This is going to be a nice and tasty piece of pork chop. So now you're going to go ahead and take all of your seasoning. And I forgot to mention, because this pork chop is thick, I went ahead and put some slits in it just to make sure this seasoning penetrates our pork chop. Sorry about that. Make sure everything is seasoned. That's good. Wow. All right, our pork chop is nice and seasoned. I'm gonna allow this to marinate for about an hour, then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, in our pot, I'm gonna go ahead and turn my stove on high. Our meat has been marinating for about an hour and 15 minutes. So I'm gonna go ahead and put it in our pot like this. To this, because we do not want to lose any flavors. I'm not going to add much water. I'm just add just a little bit of water like this, because I do want to have a sauce. You do not want to add too much water so you do not lose all of that delicious flavor. I'm going to add a few cloves, and I always say this: if you don't want to drop your cloves in, stick it inside of a bell pepper or onion. But I have no issue with the clove in my food, so this is why I drop it directly in. And then we have some fresh thyme and some fresh parsley. I'm going to add my Scotch bonnet. Okay, I'm going to allow it to come to a full boil. Then I'm going to reduce my heat to a number 2. Okay, which is like a medium low heat, and we're going to cook it until it's tender. That should take anywhere from, I would say, 25 to 30 minutes. Okay. All right, our pork chop has been cooking for a while. Just want to go ahead and show you. I did switch out the pot because I needed the smaller pot to make some rice. All right, our pork chops are cooked, guys. Okay, they're nice and tender. I'm gonna go ahead and remove them. Go ahead and place my pork chops in this glass pan. Like this. And we're gonna, you can, you know, fry them, but I'm not gonna fry it. I'm gonna just put some oil. I have my oven on broil, high broil. So I'm gonna just add just a little bit of grapeseed oil on the top. And we're gonna allow it to get some color in the oven. And then we're gonna flip it and do the same thing on the other side. Then I'll come back and show you what I do next. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I make a quick sauce for our pork chops. All I do is add some oil and some tomato paste, okay? And then I allow it to cook in the tomato paste until we got all of the rawness taste of the tomato paste. And for any reason, if it's starting to get a little dark on the bottom of your pot, just use the same liquid, just a little bit of liquid like that. The same liquid that you cook your pork chops in, and that's gonna help it to stop, you know, browning too much, okay? So now our tomato paste is cooked, and I'm doing all this on high, okay? So I'm gonna add our sauce, the liquid, like this. And this is the liquid we boiled our pork chops in. I'm gonna add all of it back in like this. And we'll allow this to come to a boil. All right, see how it came to a boil? Now, what I will do is add my onions, my red and green bell peppers, and we're gonna allow those to cook just a little bit. And once it cooks for a few minutes, then I'll come back and let you see what I do next. All right, guys, here is our fabulous, fabulous, fabulous pork chops. It is nice and tasty. The sauce is amazing, guys. Until next time, please like, comment. Do not forget to subscribe. Delicious.